Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going over 12 bottles that were in my Whiskey Cigar Club in the middle of January. So we're going to do 2, but then the snowstorm came and canceled the second one. So we only have 12 bottles to go through today, and I'm in the middle of reorganizing everything, so half the lights that aren't working right now, whatever. But it did make it hard to find 3 of the bottles because they were in a different box, because why would they all be together? That'd make it too easy. Also, Monday's video coming up will be a recap video of the whole top 25 tournament. And so I'm putting a good amount of effort into that. So make sure don't miss that. And then Wednesday's video will be my haul video. Again, every month I think I didn't spend that much money on booze. I think this month I might be right on that. We'll see. It's not over yet. But let's get right into these 12 bottles. And if you're new to one of these videos, I do about once a month, basically recapping my Whiskey Cigar Club notes and scoring. So it's quicker reviews on a lot of different bottles. And I run them through the same way we're tasting them, which is usually in proof order. So we start off with this Walleye run. This is a 7-year-old. And you know, I hear a lot of stuff about this Walleye Run Malted Rye whiskey being fantastical. I don't know if it's a different one, but this is the regular one, I think. We do have another one here that we did like, but this one came in 11th place overall. I scored a 2.75, which not that high. The group scored a 3.17. And on the nose, I got malt, rye, chocolate. On the palate, earthy, dankness, chocolate, malty. On the finish, earthy, dank, sweet, chocolate. Good amount of chocolate. For sure the earthy dankness kind of brought down for me. And then we have this bottle. Now I'm sure most of you guys have never heard of this bottle. This is actually a bottle that my friend brought over a couple months ago and wanted me to put into a Whiskey Cigar Club just to kind of see how people liked it blind. This is Fincasa de la Tierra rye whiskey. Now this is Puerto Rican family out of Florida using MGP and then aging it in Puerto Rican rum. It came in 8th place. I scored a 3.6, which is pretty high score. The group score of 3.28. I got citrus and orange on the nose, malty, orange, red fruit, vanilla on the palate, and on the finish, sweet red fruit chocolate. Then we have the other Walleye Run, and now this is a cigar blend. And obviously, when I was buying the regular one, the same website had this Cigar Batch 2025-2. Very small batch. So it's aged 7 years in charred 3 barrels, finished in a blend of Armagnac, cognac, and sherry casks. The proof is higher, 105. And obviously, I don't know, same website, they had the cigar one. You know, I'm gonna buy the cigar one. But it was really good. I really enjoyed that. Overall, it came in 2nd place, so pretty good. I scored a 3.5. The group scored a 3.53. On the nose, earthy, sweet, rye, spice, apple, cinnamon pie. On the palate, cinnamon, malt, rye, chocolate. On the finish, funky, earthiness, cinnamon, and sweet. Obviously, there's cinnamon from the Amburana, I'm assuming. Obviously, I haven't had these in a couple weeks, but I did remember liking that one a good amount. So then we go to, this is a Cedar Ridge single barrel SLB pick. It's rye whiskey finished in port cast. And as you can see, there's a lot of ryes. And throughout this whole 12 bottles, it's gonna be rye heavy. I was trying to figure out any late additions for maybe best rye of the year during these Whiskey Cigar Clubs. This is the Cedar Ridge, it's the SLB pick. So is the next bottle actually, but this one's a port finish one. It came in 12th place overall. I scored a 3.25. The group scored a 2.89. I guess people don't like the port finish. Let's see, on the nose, bread, sweet, green apple, jammy, coffee, butterscotch. On the palate, butterscotch, dark fruit, raisins, and the finish, raisins, figs, jam, nutty. So obviously that port influence was strong because a lot of those notes are what I usually get on wine finished bourbons or ryes. All right, let's go into the next group of 4. And what I should have said in the other time when I was saying if you're new here, again, the reason I'm showing them in 4 is because how we drink them is I pour out 4 at a time. So we do 3 sets of 4. It's blind for everyone else. I do pour them and then I drink them. You guys know my memory's not the best, so half the time I forget, but that's how we do it. We do 3 sets of 4. Okay, now in the second group, we have this other Cedar Ridge SLB pick that's rye finished in honey barrels, and that one scored a little bit better. So it came 6th overall. I scored a 3.25. The group scored a 3.38. So the group actually liked this one better than I did. Sweet, savory, nutty on the nose. spice, oak, rye, malt, nutty, sweet, honey on the palate, and peanut butter, chocolate, nuttiness on the finish. And then we go to the group's winner of the day. Shocking results here. Maker's Mark Cask Stregth, and this is the new one that I picked up not that long ago. Oh, you know where I picked it up? I picked it up in New Hampshire, because I've never seen it in Connecticut. 7 year, 5 month. This is batch number 25-03. 109.6 proof. Again, it came in first overall. The group scored a 3.55. I scored a 3.75, which I'm quickly looking to see would be tied for my favorite overall. So, did enjoy this. So on the nose, cherry liqueur chocolate candies. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's the little chocolates with the raspberry or the cherries in it with the liqueur in it, which oh my gosh, right here. Right on the table. So my mother-in-law got this for me for Christmas, and I got so excited because I thought that's what these were. I thought they were the chocolates with the liqueur in them. They're not. They're just chocolates. They're good chocolates, but I thought they were those things. Anyways, also peanut butter of those. On the palate, light, vanilla, marshmallow, nutty, Nutella, oak. Nutella probably sold me on this. On the finish, oak, sweet Nutella again. I need to pour some of me of that right now. So next was a Cedar Ridge Amarillo, right? That's all right. Amontillado Sherry Finish Bourbon. And this was like SLB's best bourbon of the year like 2 years ago. I never tried it. I forgot exactly how I got this. I think someone might have helped me get it, or maybe I got it from a website. It came 10th overall. I scored a 3.25. The group scored a 3.17. On the nose, wine finish, dark fruit, jammy sulfur. That's why I didn't like it so much. On the palate, dark fruit, sulfur, sweet, raisin, spice. On the finish, dark fruit, sweet. Sulfur is one of those notes. It's like the firecracker note. Not my favorite, especially if it's too strong. All right, and then another bottle that people were saying is rye of the year is Old Overholt 12 year. And this was the one that was tied with the Maker's Mark for me for my favorite in the tasting. Came 5th overall. I scored a 3.75. The group scored a 3.4. On the nose, red Jolly Rancher, sweet, fruity, vanilla, nutty. On the palate, nutty, dark fruit, oak, vanilla, sweet, spice, red fruit. And I'll finish nutty, chocolate, sweet, red fruit. So very much a bourbon palate for rye, because I didn't write any rye notes really. If you're looking for a bourbon lover's rye, here we go. And you'll probably see this again in my top ryes of 2025, whenever that video posts. I'm guessing next Friday. All right, so let's go into the next group. All right, the third group, we start off with this Found North Single Barrel 12 year. I think this is a pick. I could be, maybe not. I don't see anything that would say it's a pick. Someone sent this to me. This is finished in Armagnac, 49% rye, 48% corn, 3% barley. 25-year-old corn in here. Man, I'll show you guys the back real quick, because that is some crazy stats. And definitely I remember, I think my buddy Ben got this for me at a local store. And I was like, yeah, definitely. I like some Found North stuff. I did like it. It came in 4th overall for the group, and we both had the same score of 3.4, which doesn't usually happen. Dark fruit, oak, sweet, nutty, bready on the nose. On the palate, bready, spice, sweet, red fruit, strawberry. On the finish, light, chocolate malt. So then we have this pick from a local liquor store. This is like their 3rd or 4th River Roots pick that they've had. The Rick House Ripper. The wax is just crazy. But this is bourbon. It's 13 year, 6 month, 137.26 proof. All right, so this came 3rd overall, so a fan favorite. I scored a 3.6. The group scored a 3.52, so good scores. On the nose, red fruit, nutty, sweet, oak, spice. On the palate, oak, peanut butter, nutty, red fruit, sweet. On finish, oak, chocolate, nutty. Then I had this new riff. So this is the high note. I know a lot of the high note, I think it's the bourbon, and then there's the rye one. Those have been getting a lot of praise, and I had only the wheated whiskey. So I was like, well, let me at least try this one. It didn't do so hot, but you know, whatever. I had it, might as well check it out, because we're about to get into a next year, and this won't be in the best of 2026. That's for sure. So it scored 7th overall. I scored 3.25. The group scored 3.37. On the nose, cinnamon, oak, sweet, savory, herbal malt. On the palate, chocolate malt, sweet, woody, spice, cardboard. So it must have had the crafty notes. On the finish, chocolate malt, watered down, question mark. And cardboard again. Cardboard is not my favorite. This is a collab thing they did. New Riff and Chattanooga Whiskey. Confluence Project Volume 1. All right, and then something completely outside of the realm was this scotch. And so this is Single Cask Nation, Independent Bottlers, Bannahabin, Soesha. And if you guys watched the bottle haul video from last month, a lot of you guys actually commented on this bottle about how this is Bannahabin's peated version. I absolutely enjoy this bottle. And, you know, we had some of this with cigars afterwards. And so I'll show you guys the whole label and everything. But this is pretty tasty. I know, you know, some of you guys don't like scotches at all. You know, half my group also doesn't like scotches, so the scoring is whatever. It came in 9th overall. Obviously, the scores were all over the place. I scored a 3.5. The group scored a 3.27, which is pretty high, I think, for them. On the nose, smoky barbecue, meat, smoked tan, peanut butter, but it has the smokiness from the peat that I enjoy, which is that barbecue meat notes. On the palate, barbecue, smoky, coffee, brine, dark jam. And on the finish, barbecue, earthy, smoked meat. So right up my alley for a peated scotch. So that's the 12 bottles for the Whiskey Cigar Clubs of January. Obviously, we missed one because of the snowstorm. So this video is going to be a little bit quicker, which is fine. I'm sure you guys aren't complaining. If you haven't seen the top 25 of 2025 blind tournament for bourbons that I just did, definitely go check those videos out because you guys enjoy that. And that recap video will be Monday. I'll do a haul video for Wednesday. And next Friday, I'll probably start doing my top 5, 10 lists for other categories. Give me like a week of not drinking to catch up on all the sample giveaways and get right back into rhythm of things. And hopefully by then, this project of getting all these bottles organized will be done because boxes everywhere. So don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.